What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here, and in this video I'm going to be detailing the best special weapons in the game in 2025 before Act 3 Heresy. There are some amazing special weapons, especially these area denial frames. So yeah, since Into the Light and especially Final Shape, we have had some absolute banger special weapons, so I'm going to go over the new meta options. So the first one is actually a role, I believe. Yeah, this is actually just from the season pass, but it's from episode Revenant. So it just rolls with Slide Shot and Chill Clip with disorienting grenades, which is one of the best utility weapons in the entire game. Chill Clip can stun overloads in one shot, it can stun unstoppables in two shots, which is really easy to do because all you have to do is slide to reload it. And then it can also disorient a bunch of enemies thanks to disorienting grenade. So very, very strong. You can also get a new perk called Envious Arsenal with Chill Clip, which is really good in damage phases, especially if you have spike grenades. So this thing, there's a couple really good god rolls that you can get. I do have that other roll that I mentioned, I just am not showing it here. Succession, this has been one of my favorite rolls. I finally crafted it. My old one had over 5,000 kills with Reconstruction Vorpal, but it didn't have the right mag perk, so I could only get 4 in the mag, so it would only go to 8. Reconstruction has been nerfed, but this thing is still amazing. Vorpal weapon is still nice on specials with a 15% damage boost. This is the aggressive frame, so it's the slowest firing, so it hits really hard. Just a wonderful, wonderful weapon. These are pretty much power creep incarnate. You can see I have level 100, 2,590 defeats, but you don't really use this for defeats. You just kind of use it for damage over time. I have mine with autoloading Vorpal. You can also do autoloading One for All. These things have basically power crept Witherhoard out of relevance. They're called area denial frames. They shoot lingering pools that deal damage over time, but you can actually spread the lingering pools. So this weapon is incredibly powerful. Yeah, one of the best weapons in the game, and it's stasis, so it's really, these things also give an insane amount of transcendence energy. So yeah, just really, really good. Rake Angle, I do wish I had overflow on this with replenishing Aegis, just so I could kind of swap between the two depending on the content I'm doing, but this is still a really good roll. What matters is that it has Chill Clip, so again, it can deal with overloads, can deal with unstops. It's a glaive, which they're just amazing for damage resistance and survivability, so definitely worth getting. It's from the Vanguard playlist. Tinashe's Mastery, this is from Iron Banner. They are changing Skulking Wolf to have some relevance in PvE, which is nice. I have the pretty much 5 out of 5 God roll because I have increased handling speed, and then High Explosive Ordnance actually gives you the most ammo reserves that you can get, and then Air Trigger is basically like field prep, so it gives you even more reserves. And then again, Chill Clip, I've talked about it on other weapons already, but it just has tons of utility. You can use it to proc Stylus Execution on a hunter. There's just so much utility with Chill Clip. This is literally one of the best weapons in the game. These rocket sidearms are already amazing, and then this thing is just, it's the best. It's the best overall weapon of one of the best special archetypes in the game. Rocket assisted frame sidearms are amazing, and then this is probably the best one that there is. So just incredible. Then we have Critical Anomaly, Chill Clip, Chaos Reshaped. To me, that's the God roll. Again, I've sang Chill Clip's praises enough. This is from Salvation's Edge Raid. It also rolls with some other really good rolls. Also Quick Draw Snapshot for PvP. But yeah, this thing is a monster. And again, it's that aggressive frame like Succession. Mountaintop. So I've got autoloading Recombination, which hits really, really hard and is good if you're just using it as a supplement. But then if you want to spam mountaintops, this is the roll you want. Spike grenades, impulse amplifier, Vorpal weapon. This thing actually deals really, really good boss damage. I only have 980 kills, but I have used this for a ton of boss phases. It's very, very good for chunking down enemies. Perfect Paradox, probably the best shotgun in the game. It rolls like Field Prep Vorpal, Pugilist, 1-2 punch, Pugilist Swashbuckler. Like, it has an amazing perk pool. for all of your needs. I'm holding on to like 5 perfect paradoxes, but this is like perfect in a combination blow hunter style build because Cast No Shadows dealing melee damage increases this weapon's handling and loads a small amount of ammo from reserves. So you're basically getting Grave Robber for free. So then you have more ammo reserves with field prep and you're still able to use it in 1-2 punch builds. So yeah, absolutely incredible, this weapon. And then Imperial Decree, very, very good because it's craftable. Auto-loading trench barrel, this thing hits like a truck. It's an aggressive frame. So yeah, just another very good shotgun. Forthcoming Deviance is from Salvation's Edge Raid. It can also roll with Chain Reaction, which is really strong. Demo Chaos Reshape, Impulse Amplifier, Destabilizing Rounds, Replenishing Aegis. It's got an amazing perk pool. Just a very, very strong glaive, but it is the rapid fire glaive. So its projectiles don't hit as hard, but you can shoot them quicker. Royal Executioner, I've always loved. Envious Reservoir Burst, so basically you always have Reservoir Burst active as long as you're getting kills with a different weapon to fill its magazine. So yeah, very, very powerful. Pretty much always has Reservoir Burst to give it good AoE and even better single target damage. Ikelos Shotgun is kind of the go-to for 1-2 punch builds if you're using it in the energy slot. So if you're a kinetic slot, use Perfect Paradox. If you're energy slot, use this thing. Grave Robber will automatically reload the weapon, and then 1-2 punch, make your melees deal more damage, so great synergy there. Unfortunately, I never got Demolitionist here, but that's what you'd want. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is having Attrition Orbs, because this thing is an orb printer, and it has revolutionized certain builds. Because of leg mods, you can basically just abuse that weapon to have huge uptime on all your abilities if you're running the proper leg mods. So this is probably the best legendary overall in the entire game. Even better than some of these chill clip weapons and whatever else. Because of what Attrition Orbs can do on an area denial frame, this thing is goated. At least as of now. Maybe Bungie is going to nerf it so it can only print 1 orb per shot or something, which would be a shame. But right now, honest to God, probably the best legendary weapon in the game. It's so good. It's from Vesper's Host Dungeon. Then we've got Aberrant Action, Heal Clip, Incandescent. You can also get Demolitionist and Pugilist for ability-based builds. Again, just a rocket sidearm is very, very good. Nezarec Whisper, here's an old one back from Season of the Haunted, but it rolls with Demolitionist and Frenzy, so really nice perk combination. Demo is great on glaives because it gives like 20% grenade energy for every projectile kill. And as of the making of this video, they haven't detailed the changes that are coming to glaives, but they are supposed to be getting buffed, so a very, very good glaive. This was the goated rocket sidearm until Tinashe's Mastery came out, and that is Lead from Gold, Volt Shot, and Deaded Kindness. This gives it tons of ammo, and Volt Shot, I already talked about how good Jolt is, and then it's even easier to proc on something like a rocket-assisted sidearm, so really good. Omniscient Eye with 4th times Vorpal, this is great in like GMs. I used to use an Ikelos Sniper with 4th times Focus Fury, I believe, so Vorpal is just more consistent than Focus Fury, and then 4th times is really good for ammo economy, and these rapid fire frames deal the most DPS. And they also have huge ammo reserves. So with 4th times, you just get massive amounts of ammo with this as long as you're hitting your shots. So a very, very good sniper from Garden of Salvation. Martyr's Retribution, these wave frame sidearms are really good. Forbearance is still really good. I'll get to that in a minute. But auto-loading Incandescent, it can roll Heal Clip Incandescent, Demolitionist. Again, just really, really good and strong perk pool. Wild Style, Envious or Reconstruction with Bait and Switch, so that can be very good even though Reconstruction got nerfed. I don't have spike grenades on this roll, unfortunately, but yeah, these are good. They're the double fire. It can also roll with disorienting grenades. I do have a roll with that, and that gives it utility. So yeah, this is from GM Nightfalls and is very, very good. Now for kind of the A tier weapons, it's good to have just a top slot trace rifle, and same with down here, just for loadout swapping. So I did just want to mention that because sometimes you'll want to like switch to a loadout and you don't want to lose special. So it's good to have a trace rifle in the top slot and over here. So then we have Riptide, auto-loading holster, and chill clip. You can just get this from Shaxx. Still a goated roll. This is from the Duality Dungeon. It's been power crept, but we've got disorienting grenades, auto-loading, and chill clip, which is really nice. But like I just said, it has been power crept by Liturgy. I showed the other roll. Here's the DPS rotation roll with spike grenades, Envious Arsenal, and chill clip. But still a very good weapon if you didn't want to play Revenant for some reason. And then the Call, again, rocket assisted sidearms, very good. This can roll with Slice, Vorpal Weapon, Desperate Measures, One for All, Lead from Gold, has tons of good perk combinations. Just all around great weapon. They're really good in special, double special builds as well. I did want to mention some of these wave frames. So Tusk of the Boar, I've got Slice Hatchling, which is kind of nice. New Pacific Epitaph, this is from Ghost of the Deep. Lead from Gold Redirection, which is actually, in my opinion, the god roll, even though no one really uses this thing. This is from Iron Banner. This is from Battle of the Disciple Raid, Demolitionist Chill Clip, lots of utility there for a fusion rifle. And then from the Last Wish Raid, we've got Rewind Rounds and Kinetic Tremors. This can also roll Rewind Bait and Switch. So yeah, just a very, very powerful sniper rifle. Dead Weight, I use this in my solo clear of the Vespers Host Dungeon. Field Prep Vorpal, Auto-Loading Vorpal. I believe it can get Grave Robber and 1-2 Punch. It's a rapid fire frame, which I really like these frames. I believe it drops from Gambit. Yeah, it does, because it's got the gun and run trait. Or Field Tested, which is what I should be using. But yeah, this thing is very, very good. Velita F. So I've got a perfect roll here because we have Appended Mag plus Backup Mag gives us 5. Air Trigger for extra reserves or Deconstruct if we have to use it on vehicles for some reason. And then also Vorpal Weapon, which increases damage to vehicles. So this is a random world drop. Keep your eye out for it. It is very, very good. So the other weapon, Void Sniper Rifle, that is really good is Sovereignty because it's got this Withering Gaze perk. Aiming this weapon for a short period of time without firing grants the ability to weaken. So this can cause weaken at a distance with a special weapon, which is really, really strong, especially depending on your build. So a lot of utility. Withering Gaze is another one of those perks that is excellent. Glacioclasm can also get Withering Gaze. I don't have one with it, but I did want to show it because you can also get Overflow Reservoir Burst on this thing, which is very powerful because you can just keep getting Reservoir Burst shots. And then Salvager Salvo is still really good, even though it is quite underused these days. And I am missing one weapon. 1 second here. This is still very, very good. From Season of the Wish, we've got Scatter Signal with Slice and Controlled Burst. Controlled Burst is really, really strong. And then Slice can sever targets so they deal less damage to you. So yeah, also another good legendary option. So yeah, some pretty good legendary specials these days. And then, yeah, Forbearance with Ambitious Chain Reaction is still really good. And you can get Forbearance now from the OG Onslaught. And I will just show that one as well. Because there's a roll that is really good for utility. I did get the Chain Reaction roll, but Demolitionist Wellspring is really, really good for ability-based builds, which Destiny is kind of going that direction of being more ability-heavy. So this is a really good roll to get. Alright, and that is going to do it for the best legendary special weapons currently in Destiny 2. If you found the video helpful and informative, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. There's links to my Discord and Twitch channel in the description if you're interested in that. And if you watched this far, then you're a champ, and I thank you so much for watching to the end, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.